Greetings. Hola, bonjour, good morning, ni hao, ching tao, assalamu alaikum, nigga, death, all that good stuff. Yeah. Let's get started. My name is Kaya. Welcome to Yeah, I Said It. I am your hostess. And I recommend you grab your weed, grab your drinks, grab your pillow, grab your dog, grab your condoms, grab whatever you need to make yourself comfortable in the environment you're in and enjoy this video. Go ahead and do that, and I am going to proceed. Like that, I'm going to grab my wine. And I will start off by saying, I had to ask God. I didn't even pray. I just had to ask God to put the words in my mouth. Okay. And I was doing a little, uh, surfing on YouTube, and I came across a video with my little buddy girl. I like her. What's her name? Regina, Lil Wayne's daughter. Right. So I seen that. Oh, I just got to. I seen that, and I didn't like what I was seeing. I also didn't like what I was hearing, and I just pray that nothing happens to her. I'm moving around. Sorry, y'all. I pray that nothing, is going to happen to her. Okay, and I'm going to share the video on what I was watching that inspired me to do this video. And I will say this. I thank God that I haven't ran into that situation. And I did a video. I don't know what I called it, but I did a video about somebody having their own place, a female, um, and how she needs to be careful and things like that, right? So by me being cocky and guarded the way I am, I never really let people come to my house, number one. Okay. I was always taught that they know where you lie, you might die, and my mother would tell me that, you know, you don't be letting everybody know where you live at, you know. So I wasn't big, and to this day, I'm still not big on letting people know where I live at. But growing up, having my own, I got my first apartment. My first apartment. I left home when I was 17, but my first apartment was when I was like 20. Because I remember I became a hoe a couple weeks before my 21st birthday. So I was in my 20s, and I did live in that apartment long. I'm just saying, y'all, that's the only way I can remember, right? Anyway, so I said that to say I learned not to have people all in your homes and things like that. My mom was a drug dealer. You know, I couldn't do that. Only ones know where you live at is people that you grew up with. You know, around the way. Of course, they're gonna know where you live at. And some of them still don't know where you live at. They probably like, oh yeah, you live on this block, but they don't actually know the house. You know, but I'm all over the place. Forgive me. Like literally, like my brain is like going right now. I remember living with my great grandfather, and I was forced out of that household. I was set up by my cousin that passed away, and she was jealous because I was in that house, and whatever other reasons she had, but it was jealousy, and Yeah. Uh, but I learned that living with my my great grandfather. I learned that you got to be careful who you let in your home. I learned that you know how they say it. Growing up, a lot of wise people I grew up around would say what they would say. It's easy to find somewhere to hang, but it's hard to find somewhere to live. And I did good living with him. I always paid attention to who I brought home, and not just living with him, even living in shit, living, uh, on my own. Being a hoe, shit. I definitely had to watch, you know, who I was bringing to my house, and I remember I had, uh, well, we call each other cousins, but she worked for the feds, and I guess she thought because she worked for the feds, she was untouchable. But she had got a home invasion. Somebody had uh, broken her house, took the air conditioner out the window and everything. And I'm like, well, why the fuck is this shit happening to y'all? I don't understand this. Cause a motherfucker know you come up in my shit and I catch your motherfucking ass. I don't give a fuck about no law. I don't give a fuck about no popo. I don't give a fuck about jail. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. Bitch, if you break in my motherfucking house, it's whatever. For real. And if I can get a chance to kill your ass, that's what the fuck I'm going to do. I'm not going to try to hurt you. I'm going to try to kill your ass. And I ain't saying I'm tough, but hey, you breaking in my motherfucking house, I already took that as you trying to murder me. Fuck robbing me. Fuck out of here. And this is another reason why my mom didn't like being flashy growing up. But I said all that to say, you gotta pay attention. And what I learned about my gift is whatever your first motherfucking thought was, Regina Carter, whatever that first thought was, that's exactly what the fuck it was. And sometimes, you know, we be so busy having fun that we don't want to narrow things down and we don't want to be uh, observant because you're home. You don't think that you really have to, you know, observe anything other than being in the streets. No, you got to watch home too. Like it's a fucking strip club or a regular club or whatever kind of club y'all go to. You feel me? Because nowadays everybody chilling in strip clubs, which I find very stupid and odd and just it's just unnecessary and it's just nasty. I'm just being real. I hate that about Florida. Like this is what y'all call clubbing? Being in the fucking strip club? Are you fucking kidding me? Like that shit is stupid as shit. Fuck out of here. Like nah. Like ew. Like come on, man. It's just not right. It's just not. And then you got bitches that I ain't no hoe, but want to talk down on the hoe, but you up in here wanting these men that's looking at hoes that's there for the whores to look at your ass. Like, bitch, get the fuck out of here. And then when they throw you money, but you want them to buy you a drink like they do a hoe, but you are in a hoe's territory, but you don't want to be looked at as a hoe. Like, man, get the fuck out of here, bitch. You a hoe. Y'all clubbing in these fucking. Look, got people have what they call it uh I can't think right now, but it's called alter ego. And some people alter ego is to be a hoe, is to be a shit. You want to be a sex symbol, bitch? Hoism come with that. You can't separate that shit. Like get the fuck out of here. Who told you that? Y'all motherfuckers boy fucks me up. But anyway, so I'ma say this. Everything is a question when it comes to this situation, and you have to look at everything for what the fuck it is. And I did a video about an ex-boyfriend when I said I moved all the way up northeast because a guy was trying to break in my apartment And my ex act unbothered, unbothered. And I'm like, nigga, what? Did you send this nigga? He probably did. I burped, so hey, he probably did. You know what I'm saying? To be that comfortable. And my shit, and at this apartment, I had everything all white except for, well, in the living room, all my furniture was white except for the carpet. It was like a pinkish color, you know. So my shit was lit. So I would go to sleep high as fuck with the door wide open and shit. So you know, I don't know. I just felt like he had something to do with that. You know, even though I was in an area where they about that, you know. So that was kind of odd too. But after I analyzed a little bit, I realized that, you know, I didn't know what to think. But you know what? I ain't fuck with his ass no more, I tell you that. And I never had that problem again. So now, how you narrow it down? First of all, you got to think about who who's the new faces. Because if you said it was an inside job, then that's exactly what it was. You know, you know, and I look at it like this: when you're in a relationship with someone, his friends become your friends. So you got to listen to how these niggas talking about their friends. First of all, if I'm listening to a dude and he's saying that his friend's still, he a thief and all of that, like, you ain't bringing that nigga to my house ever, bitch. The fuck out of here. I'm not that pressed to have fucking company. Never was. I always wanted dick. That was it. You know, whatever. I'm a rapper. It's like the let stop. Anyway, so um, you have to narrow it down on who you all had coming to your house. Like, that's like if I was to get robbed right here, if somebody was to try to rob me, I could narrow it down to who it could fucking be. So, because I know who I let in my home. Always keep a track of who you let in your home. And we ignore our intuition because we didn't invested so much into an individual. And I'm not saying he did it. You know what I'm saying? But it's just sometimes people would it just sound messy, but in their mind it's straight. Like, I'm being real. Like, I'm going by what I'm hearing on this video, which I'm about to share. But I look at it like, in this video I heard her say that um he was doing a YouTube. Sometimes people set things up and they put themselves some fucking where else so it won't look like they were involved. Like, you gotta don't just think one way. And see, God also put in my mind that it can also be a shrewd way of control. Like, ooh, let's scare us so much that we're not gonna put nobody in our business. So that's a shrewd way is a shrewd way of abuse. I'm just being real here. Let's be real here. Okay? It's a shrewd way of abuse. You know, it could have been done, oh yeah, she ain't gonna be home, you know, which that's not the case. That's not what I'm feeling. But I'm just saying, I just like to think different ways. Like I say, you think one way, something wrong with your ass. Think any way your brain will let you think, because you'll be surprised. Because when you think you know somebody, you fucking don't. And you'll be surprised how they think. So you have to have an open mind. But I'm not a thief. And I don't do shit like that. But if I was to do it, I would do it like similar to that. I would make sure that I'm somewhere public where people can see me, so they can't even think for one moment that I had any motherfucking thing to do with it. And see, you got to understand, Regina Carter. When a person has access to you, they have access to your mother, your sister, and your father, and your mother's husband, your family, anybody with money, or anybody that y'all care about, or anybody that you're close to that have money that's around, like around other family members that don't have money, but they have access to y'all. They also a liability. I'm just saying, I'm just throwing stuff out there. But if it was an inside job, it could have been somebody that worked uh in an apartment complex. And then if that's the case, then you need to start getting some cameras pulled. Get a lawyer and pull some cameras in that apartment. Mhm. Get an investigator. You could buy Fendi and all that shit. You could pay for a fucking investigator. No disrespect, but I'm just saying. And honestly, I had that nigga take a lie detector test. Fuck that shit. If you ain't robbed me then, and you love me, you ain't got, you know, like, hey, shit is happening. Like, y'all don't realize niggas is killing bitches nowadays. Women, birds, whatever you want to call yourself. I'm a queen. I'm this. Okay, yeah, whatever. You're a female with a fucking pussy, period. I ain't trying to hear that shit. But I'm glad you put me in your business. So I'm gonna play this video, and then I'm gonna I throw this too. Mm, that'll never happen. Really. That's crazy. But like I said again, I'm not accusing anybody. I'm going by what I heard on this video, and I've been around a lot of fucking criminals, yo, and a motherfucker will smile in your motherfucking face, and I like the guy, I like him, but I'm gonna tell you, it's something about him. I can't put my hand on it, but it's something about him or mine. I don't know what it is, but I just always pray that it ain't nothing bad. I don't know if it's possessiveness, like being possessive, controlling. I don't know, because he's not going to do but so much too fast because of who she is and who she's affiliated with. So it's nah. Out of all these years, and she done had shit and all of that, and then you buying this nigga Fendi and all kinds of shit like that. They're like, yo, this bitch got money. You feel me? Oh, let's find that stash. You know what I'm saying? So it could be that, you know, because if they got anything, he got a breakdown. I mean, I'm just saying. I'm not trying to control anything. It could be, it could be the elite, planning a situation because they was good for turning people, black folks, against each other. So they like, oh yeah, they so in love. Well, let's test this love. So it can be that, you know, but to narrow it down, you have to remember who been in your house. That's why I pay attention to people. I be like, ooh, where my phone at? And they be like, it's right there. Bitch, how you even know where my phone at? You fucking newsy bitch. You in my motherfucking house. What you doing looking around like that? Because I go to people's house and they be like, oh, this and that. And I'm like, I don't know. I'm not, I'm never newsy in nobody's house. I'm actually uncomfortable when I'm in people's house, you know? But bitch, you better not say I stole shit because I don't steal. I ain't got to do that. I will suck and fuck before I do any of that. Fuck out of here. Still what? I'm not fucking ugly. I don't give a fuck what my mom beat in me. Tried to, it worked for a little bit. You know what I mean? But then I'm like, shit. It's like I'm more cuter when I'm older, because some of us look. Well, I was always a cute pretty little girl. But for me to know that, you know, but to narrow it down, you got to put that mind work in, and you better put it in. You better put it in because trust me, somebody trying to get your fucking attention, and that was a warning. And and for you not to be there, think about it. Where did he think you was at? Did he think you was home? Did he think you was on your way? You know, maybe he didn't check on you because he didn't want to intervene in anything where it could have triggered and escalated to something else. So I'm just not gonna call. I'm just gonna leave it alone. I'm just gonna wait, But let me share my screen and let's watch this video because she wanted to break down so bad, but she was holding it together. Strong young lady, I give her that. But open your fucking eyes, cause I don't trust a motherfucking soul. And a nigga know, bitch, try to rob me, all right? And you think you gonna be fucking me, bitch? I'm gonna try to kill your nut ass. I don't give a fuck about no fucking police when it come to that shit. That my life or them. And you try to say their life is more important and they the ones trying to make me a fucking victim? Oh, I don't motherfucking think so. No. Nah. I just don't move like that, period. Trust me. And I ain't just coming out of nowhere doing those fuck shit like that. I have to feel threatened. And that's when I go crazy and then I'm always the one going to jail. I don't give a fuck. I don't care, and I always get the fuck out. And if I don't ever get out, okay, I'll be in that bitch meditating. It's on some other motherfucking level shit. I promise you that. Now that I know what I know, the little bit I know, I'll tell you that. So it's gonna be what it's gonna be, and shit. And one of the planets or wherever the fuck I'm at, I'm already doing life somewhere else in another life form. Yes. I mentioned that in the video about how I had a premonition that I went to jail. I did life, you know, protecting myself. So, but I haven't had that thought in a long time. But I was living a crazy life. I was wild as shit. I was wild. I did what I want when I wanted, and I didn't do much. And I ain't go around hurting motherfuckers unless I felt like they was trying to hurt me. Okay, even running your mouth, that's hurtful, bitch. Popcorn. Sorry, no, it's not. But yeah. Let me play this, and I'm gonna be interrupting. Put my glasses on. I'm gonna be interrupting. Okay. Curry. Oh, hold up. I always like to like it when I play it for y'all. Curry gang. All right. Here we go.
Cutty gang. Lil Wayne's daughter has been targeted by home invaders, and she's explained how she's going to use it as a lesson to lead a more private life moving forward. On Monday, Regina Carter, Weezy's 24-year-old daughter, took to Twitter to reflect on the horrifying ordeal, which thankfully went down.
And it also could be a manipulative tactic. That's what people do when they're trying to move you around. Remember, Kanye West said, they move people around, invasions, and you like, fuck that. And you heard her say exactly what they knew she was going to say. And that's what I say in my video. I said it a couple of times in the video when that man, I saved up everything for fucking 2 weeks. I tricked for 2 fucking weeks straight and saved up. I paid almost fucking. I paid over like $3,000 back then. That apartment ain't cost that much to move no fucking apartment, but just because I was moving around on crackers, way in the fucking Northeast, it was always a different price. But all I knew was I'm getting the fuck up out of here. So that anybody gonna say that. So right there, they're getting her to move. You feel me? So the thing is now where? Right. What was going on? Because I know that they was from the video that they did together, not hearsay, but her and Armand was saying something about, they're going to be looking for a place. So maybe that's just a way to get her to move faster because maybe she wanted to take her time. It's just, I'm telling you, like the tactics people use, you just got to be mindful. I'm throwing all that shit out there because it could be anything. But one thing I know for a fact is she knows. Sometimes people don't want to believe it, but she know what's going on. If she don't know, she will know. But the maturity level of this young lady, she definitely gonna know. And if she don't know, that's because what she do know, she's in denial about it. That's why I said when I start dating again, the nigga better have his own shit. And don't be asking me to leave my shit, bitch, because I'm not. I don't. Well, I'm not gonna say that because I might. You never know. But hey, I ain't moving out my shit unless we got some papers. We married. I ain't doing that. Ain't no shacking up with no fucking nigga. Get the fuck out of here. I did that long enough. Fuck out of here. But my situation is totally different. All right, because God doing what God doing over here, and God doing what He doing over there. But I'm just throwing some things out there. But you got to narrow this shit down. You got to narrow down who don't like you, who's your competition. But most important, who the fuck been in your house? That's the narrowing. Who been in your house? Because an inside job, that means you know that somebody had to know certain things in your house in order to get in there. So who the fuck been in your house? And if any of his friends, it's his ass right along with him. They've been your friends all this long time. You walking around with these chains. What is it? Insurance fraud? I mean, I'm a little confused here, but we gonna get it together, all right?
While she wasn't at home. Two guys tried to break in my home last night, she wrote. So glad I wasn't there, people are sick. She then added, this is my sign to get TF out of here, and to be more private and more to myself.
Wait a minute, what did it say? Two guys tried to break in my home last night. So glad I wasn't there. People are sick. Yeah, this is my sign to get the fuck out of here. See, this is my sign to get the fuck up out of here. That's what they want her to do because they need her to to get out of this location for what?
About everything.
And I don't know who it was. It was an inside job because I know for a fact that I'm not a robot, y'all. I'm human.
She said, I know for a fact. Yes, know for a fact. And then they probably like, oh, well, he ain't never robbed his other girlfriends before. Well, I'm sure he ain't never been with no bitch that had a famous fucking father either. Fuck out of here. And that bitch wasn't, making no money all like on this level. So why would he want to rob her or set her up? Motherfuckers do that. She always looking cute, looking nice, and then she always strapping him up. You feel me? Niggas will look for a come up, and you know what? I ain't gonna lie. What was disturbing to me was when he was at the table with her father and them, and it was what I seen far as what they were showing. For the videos I watched, it was like he was sitting there like he belonged there, and I'm sitting there like that don't look normal. You know what I mean? Because that's to me that's a mindset of a individual saying, "I'm gonna get your ass." So shit, nigga, I'm gonna have more than your ass. I don't know. It could be that. I don't know. I'm just throwing stuff out there. But all I know is the narrowing down is your enemies and who the fuck are in and out your motherfucking house. Okay. I know my husband. He was on drugs. I'm not saying I'm not on drugs. That's not what I'm saying. But different people do different things for different reasons. And guy was like, check the window. I checked the window was open. I said, did this nigga leave my window open for somebody so they could come in here and take shit? Like, are you fucking kidding me? And then I'm looking like, well, did he have it open to have a woman go through the window or what? All I know is I found a woman's scarf and he said it was his cousin's. No, bitch, you ain't got no business with your cousins in my motherfucking house. I don't give a fuck who it is. It ain't your mother. That bitch shouldn't be in my house. Cause then you get niggas that oh, all of a sudden, oh girl, yeah, it's girls in your house. Oh no, girl, that was his cousin. So then when they see bitches, they gonna be thinking, oh, that's just her cousin. Like, nah, get the fuck out of here. None of them should be no fucking woman should be in my motherfucking shit, niggas either. Why is people in my house? This ain't no clubhouse. Like, go the fuck to no. I'm just not into that shit. Like having little gatherings here and there, okay, that's fine. Like little classy little shit where everybody getting dressed up, not walking around with their pajamas on and then just chilling and like no, some little real gathering shit. Food laid out nice, shit like that. You feel me? Like yeah, but all that nah. I never really been that type that hang out here, and especially if I got a nigga like the fuck. Fuck if your friends don't need to come over here, and my friend like I don't know. I'm just when he ain't here, then you come. Like I don't know. I just been through a lot. You feel me? I done been over bitches' houses and shit. They do the girl walk out the fucking room and the nigga trying to reach over, trying to touch and shit. Like get the fuck out of here. Then by the time she come back in the room, it's looking like something like nah, girl. I was just sitting here pushing this nigga hand, like or some shit like that. Like it's crazy. But I'm throwing shit out there. But that's crazy, man. But I'm gonna tell you this: follow your heart, follow your heart. But this shit just ain't making no sense. And I see something right here. And mind you, I ain't do no deep research. I seen one video and I said, "Up, I'm going live." And I'm not accusing anybody. I'm just throwing shit out there. So I just had to act immediately. But let's finish watching.
I bleed like y'all. Yeah, like I'm human, you know? So, like, when I see so many females bashing me because I go on Instagram.
And them bitches that's bashing her, they jealous as fuck, they ugly as fuck, probably fat as fuck, blind as fuck, with big ass fucking glasses on. They ain't even got shit that a nigga want. Don't worry about them bitches. They birds. You know what I'm saying? If they threw seeds out, the birds probably wouldn't even eat that shit. Like fuck them bitches. They fucking mad. They old as fuck. Half of them had to suck and fuck a whole bunch of little nasty ass dicks and still ain't halfway where the fuck you at. You feel me? Shit. I ain't mad, but shit, I ain't sucking fucking a lot of dicks and I ain't even halfway where you at. But that's all right, girl. I'm not a hater over here. You feel me? But I'm just saying, like, women that's like doing that, like that shouldn't be the case right now. It should be shut the fuck up or try to help her. Figure shit out. Period. Other than that, shut the fuck up. Whether she put a business out there or not. Don't make nobody make you think that you don't or you shouldn't do this or do that. Like do what the fuck you want to do. And you gotta have that I don't give a fuck monkey suit on. I'm telling you. If you sit there keep trying to every time somebody say something, you know, that they don't like or whatever, you're gonna lose your fucking mind. I'm telling you. And I had to learn that the hard way. You're gonna go out of your fucking mind trying to fucking creep. Man, look, this is what I said. This is how I feel. This is how I move. This, that, bitch. I don't give a fuck. And then in the end of the day, that's why motherfuckers be sitting here talking about my ass, saying that I'm conceited and I'm this or that. Because hold up, you doing too much, bitch. I have this, I have that, I'm getting this. I don't want to hear that shit. I don't give a fuck. Bitch, all I give a fuck about is money and my motherfucking safety and my dogs and Carol. But I don't give a fuck about nobody or nothing. I mean, I care. Wait a minute, that didn't sound right. But you know what I'm saying? Like I care about people, but to really like put it like this. You can't come to me trying to use anybody or anything for ransom and thinking you're gonna get to me because I'm gonna tell you to kill their ass. So that'd be the wrong move, basically. Okay. So I ain't loving on nobody all the fuck like that. You feel me? Do what you need to do. What? So you could probably try to kill me 2 months. I give you what the fuck you want. Like get the fuck out of here. I don't know. I don't know. That compromising shit is just it's tricky. It's tricky. But I don't want no parts of that shit. But this ain't sounding right. Who knows? It could be an ex-boyfriend. You know what I'm saying? That's jealous, and they sent some goons. Paid them a nice little chump. You know what I mean? It could be anything. But I don't know. It's something about it. It's like first of all, ain't no young nigga that fucking perfect. And fucking, I don't want to hear it. I don't give a fuck if you hanging around old heads anyway. And growing up, what I observed is, and me being around older women and men, because I'm a tomboy, so you know. And when I observed young men around older men, they was just a mature way of finessing a fucking woman and a mature way of cheating and like you got to watch out for that kind of shit too. I'm just saying, I'm throwing things out there because this changed the whole game for real because this could have cost her her life. it could have went totally different. You feel me? Like, nah, that's like hunting for a fucking human in their belongings. Like, it's like a hunting game, but they coming to your fucking door. So that changed everything. So I ain't fuck talking nice, trying to accommodate a motherfucker. I don't give a fuck. Something ain't right. And and you know, hey, it could be you could be a possessive ass nigga. You feel me? But I seen a lot of faces. I seen a lot of those faces too. You feel me? But it's not none of my business because everybody had their own experience and people change. You know, people you never know. You know, and now that I'm looking at it, why is he holding his penis? I hate when guys do that shit. It's a self esteem thing. That shit is nasty as shit. Let me hurry up and play this shit so I can get
And Twitter, and I like,
I just
I'm
noticed
filled
that
with
picture. I
emotions,
can't
and
stand when
everybody
young
does
boys
it.
do that shit.
Our generation, we grew up on that. We grew up on Facebook, MySpace, telling how we feel, telling what we going through. Like, but I can't do it
Oh
because I'm
yes, you can, girl, and I'm listening. Fuck them bitches. They just jealous. They jealous, and the ones that's commenting is probably part of the people that's probably in on the shit that happened at your house. You know what I'm saying? You got to put pieces together now. You got to think because it's all about fucking with your head right now. You understand? This was a warning. It could have been a warning. You know, think and not one way. I was always told don't go nowhere if it ain't more than one entry. You know? What, you got PP? You do? PP? All right, I'm gonna play this while I let them out real quick. Hold on, let me turn this alarm on.
Reggie Carter, so I can't do that. And if I do it, it's like I'm bashing somebody. I'm a problem. But it's like
Wait a minute, y'all.
that's
And
not the
look, wait a
case.
minute. I had to, you heard it in her voice, like you can hear it, like she was really swallowing that shit up. I feel so bad for her. You know, this is fucked up. You know, or I mean, has he ever talked about getting robbed before? Has anybody ever did that to him before? Has that ever happened to him before? Because if it haven't, then hey, that don't sound right. You know. But then, hey, somebody could be targeting. But why would they be trying to target him but come for you? Like that don't even make sense. But let's move forward.
I love very hard, and I'm very genuine. And something really big happened to me, and the person who I love did not check on me, but he made a YouTube video. So yes, I do feel like that's a little clout chasing. I do feel like that's love bombing. I do, because that's the person who I love, and he didn't make sure I was okay. He didn't make sure I was good. He didn't check on me. So yes, I
And
did tweet that,
also,
and
that be
I
from
apologize
niggas. This is one way of breaking the bitch too. And then, oh, I need you. I need your protection.
because I keep putting y'all in everything, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry I put everything. I'm sorry I keep putting everything. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry I keep putting y'all in it, all my business. I'm a person that I'm very genuine with my love, with my life, with everything. Like I don't, you know, I don't think nothing much of it. But like I love Armand. I don't want nobody to bash him. We are both young. We are both going through things differently, and we don't see stuff the same. And that's okay. It's okay to not see things the same. I just wish that we can communicate more and just talk about it like offline, even on my behalf as well. But I just had to say because like my care.
I'm big on don't let nobody shut your feelings down. Express yourself. I'm telling you. If not, it's going to hurt you in the long run. I learned that the hard way too, you know? And I learned to say things. Like I'm so happy I'm getting things off my chest, letting people know how I really feel about them. You know, and sometimes it takes horrible things to happen or a thing to happen for a person to really express how they really feel. And it's a coward way. But I look at it like, I just look at it like I don't be wanting trouble. And, I just rather for it to happen naturally because I don't want to hurt this person's feelings, you know, I really don't want to hurt the person's feelings, especially if they didn't, blatantly do anything to me. Like, like, like physically hurt me where, I'm so fucking fucked up. But then I'll take that back because it's, some things that happen where, it just been secrets. And I wouldn't say nothing because like it's, you know, just don't let it happen again, bitch. You feel me? Like on that type of note. So sometimes I won't say nothing, but Regina, if that's what you feel like expressing, then fucking express it. Whoever the fuck don't like it, they don't have to fucking listen to it. Who cares? And see, you gotta learn how to uh, either hire somebody on your channel where they can erase all negative messages from the gate. You'll never even get to see it. And when it comes to things about you on other channels, don't watch it. Don't read the comments. Fuck them. Say what you need to say because they there to watch you any motherfucking way. And that's just that. You know what I'm saying? Like when I used to go in certain lives and I would, type or whatever, people would say things. And the moment I see the negative thing, I'll pop. Sometimes I would say something. But a lot of times I'm already doing something else while I'm doing that. But I don't read the comments. So how can I reply to something I never even read? I didn't even pay it no fucking mind. You know what I'm saying? And then when you at the so man, that's how I deal with my fucking shit. And then, I'm like, dang, well, that helped me stop being argumentative. Because I'm like, well, I'm getting compliments on it, ignoring shit. Bitch, I ain't even paying these motherfuckers no mind because you think I'm listening and watching and I'm not. If I sit there and tune into everything and every motherfucking body, I will go to fuck nuts. I'm not tuning in, but I can feel shit. It's weird. I don't know. That's the only way I can explain it. But that don't mean that you have an effect because I can feel that shit. I just know that to be aware. And now it's time to change my mind into magic. And that's when you got to deal with God with that. That's the mind magic. God. I don't know what the fuck y'all doing, but that's what I do. You know, talking to God and everything. You gonna let these motherfuckers do that? I be all in my mind saying all kinds of shit, man. Back to center, all kinds of shit. But I threw a lot of things out there. But I always said if I bring somebody to my house and this, that happened, I know who the fuck been in my house. Ain't no random person just gonna come to my fucking door and just rob me. Like, what's the odds of that shit? No. Robberies are robberies are always done when the person knows what you have in your house or in your possession. That's most of the robberies. I say maybe 2% is some random shit. But somebody had to see something to think that you had something, in order to be invaded and robbed, you know? And did they take anything? I don't even know that. I didn't get to hear that. And if they did take anything, did they take your shit? Did they take his shit? Whose stuff did they touch? You know? Because motherfuckers that do stunts for fucking just to be talked about. You know? Like I don't know what's going on in the industry. I mean, and this is people out there like that, but y'all caliber, y'all move certain places. You know, there's certain places you just can't get in. And I how I know, cause I work for Uber, and it's just certain places you just ain't walking the fucking, you just ain't walking in. I'd have been in penthouses and all kinds of shit. Elevators go up, the only elevator go to the person apartment. I was scared of this shit. I said, "Oh Lord, I'm gonna have to kill this old motherfucker, man." But I just already went into defense mode, and then I was so scared. But I said, "Oh, never again." But I didn't know what the fuck that was. It caught me off guard. I never seen nothing like that before. But that was kind of cool though. I would love to have that in a bedroom. Whenever I get blessed. But yeah. So let me finish playing this.
Character, like, is being like diminished and like defamed, and it's not that. Like, I've been great to my lover. I've been great.
I know she's sick right now because I would be sick. I would be sick, but uh, and the industry they send people. Motherfuckers be knowing how motherfuckers are, but they won't say shit. They will let a person, do these things to you. I used to always be around people that will always know how other people was. Oh, girl, I know him that. And then all of a sudden, when in distress or some shit like that, oh, they don't know nothing. Oh, because you want to see me hurt. And then you listening to every fucking thing I'm saying. But yet, it's still your homegirl's the one fucking them. Fucking them. Like, really? Fuck out of here. What kind of shit is this, bitch? I said, and growing up, I said, damn, if I knew these bitches was like that, I would have never hung with their ass. I would have stayed hanging on the block with Cherie, dancing and shit, making up dance moves and shit. Maybe I wouldn't have been a fucking stripper. But no, chasing these fucking drug dealers with these little monkey ass bitches. Like, it's just crazy. Now that I think about it. But I tell you one thing. Motherfuckers know I don't play no. You going to get a little tough girl. You going to get a little. You going to have to add all that nicey smile. And see, that's what they getting fucked up. I already seen your punch. So it ain't like you can't fight. You just probably don't like to. You know what I'm saying? Or you probably don't have no faith that you know how to fight. But, or maybe just the camera, they just cut it and put it together and make it look like you know how to rumble. But, you could throw a punch. You feel me? And I always was taught a scared motherfucker kick your ass. And I was talking to God about that too. I said, God, why you had me stop that fight? I felt like a bitch stopping, but that ego, I executed that ego right there. But God said, because you would have got your ass whipped because you started it. You feel me? And I said, damn, that makes sense. Because she took a punch, I took a punch. And then my fucking shoestring. So tripping over my shoestring and shit. And my mom was like, no, called me by my name, like, no, I ain't playing, talking me out of it. And the way they was standing, I said, okay, let me not. Because say if I would have whooped her ass, you feel me? Her man probably would have got in it. My brother, bitch ass nigga, he wouldn't have did shit. You feel me? And my mom would have been all up in the middle of God. It just would have been messy. And when my mom voiced the tone, I knew that she wasn't. You know, it was a no. So I was like, damn. So Anyway, I just had to throw that out there. But yeah, you gonna have to. When people think you nice and you keep smiling, yeah, they'll try your eyes. But shit, they try people that's them rappers. Some of them don't even be gangster. They just be fucking doing little dumb shit, and right before they, get a deal or something and make it look like they tough. But some of them ain't even really, you know, about that life. You know, they just rap about what they hear and want to be like what they hear instead of, yep, staying in their lane. Right. So now when they get in the industry and get their money, they end up, you know, going through some of that shit, you know? And then they don't know how to handle it. Then they get murdered and all of that shit. Because if you street smarts and all of that shit, man, you paying attention. You gonna see that, you gonna see that heat come before it comes. Because you already gonna know. It's just when you in these streets, it's a certain lifestyle. I'm telling you. Even when they get you off guard, you still on point. Like that's street shit. It ain't no book shit. That's street shit. Survival. But let me keep going because it's almost done.
Great time. My mind's been great to me, but it has been things where it's like weird stuff going on. So I'm like, it's only how I've grown up, and it's
And see, it's nothing wrong with pulling back. People act like, it's a. I just feel like she needs to just pull back from everything. Not everything, get your money or whatever, but like far as from him, from new people, the ones you've been chilling with or whatever, just fall back, slide back in there. I'm being real, or don't fuck with nobody at all. But I would slide back at least to the ones that I grew up with and all that shit. And, it's just it's a little confusing to me. I know I'm about to watch this one right here, not with you guys, because I don't want them to take the video down or however they do it, whatever. But something you know. But I want to watch that. But you know, for the birds that's bashing, that ain't what's up. Hold on, let me see that. Just in case. Yeah, that's not cool. That's definitely not cool. Let me see. All right, because I was just looking. I'm like, what the hell? I couldn't believe it. I couldn't. Just couldn't believe that. So I threw a couple of things out there. I have trust issues, so but this could have went all kinds of ways. So it ain't no, pinpointing. I'm just treating it as if I was in that situation, how I would think, you know. So if that made any sense to anybody, but I will say this, yo, is literally men out there and women that'll look you dead in your face, tell you they love you, fuck you good, all kinds of shit, suck you good, kiss you good, all of that. But behind them eyes, they hate your ass. They despise your ass. Like some people, you know, would fuck other people and deal with other people because they want to get back at somebody or make somebody that they close to look stupid. Shit like that. Anything. It's like, and it's sad. That's why I said I don't want to be rich, man. If I do, I want to be low key rich. You know what I'm saying? Walk around looking like a fucking, half decent. Because I don't be looking like shit. But I don't know. It depends. Sometimes I just throw something on real quick with my pajamas. But for the most part, I, it's your life is like it's not normal once you get to a certain. And I love being who I am. I wouldn't want to have to isolate myself on like that. Yeah, isolate myself for God, but for man, isolate myself to hide from man. Somebody that bleeds the fuck like me, bitch. What the fuck? It's just like, and I don't have no children, so I'm not obligated to take care of any motherfucking body except for who I get paid to take care of. That's it. I don't have to take care of nobody. I got dogs. Yeah, that's fine. I can give them away. I can sell them. I can do anything. I don't have to, you know. But if I had children, I would have to because they're my children. But I don't have any. Thank God for that. It's a shame for some of y'all who think that I want it. No, I love my freedom. I swear to God, I do. I never wanted any. And when I did, it was just, that's when I thought, you have a baby, you keep them. That's what I thought. But when I realized, hey, these niggas is leaving bitches. All my friends is pregnant and these motherfucking niggas is leaving. Like grown ups that I said, oh hell no. After that, that was it. My desire for wanting that fucking kid was gone. Fuck that shit. My mom, oh, you can't have babies. Bitch, I can go to the herb store and fucking get some shit and flush that shit right the fuck out. Fuck you mean? A DNC, bitch. What you mean? Just clog fallopian tube. Once that's unclogged, you good. Like, you don't make sense. Fuck you talking about? White people tell you anything the same way they told you my hand wasn't that fucking good and they wanted you to fucking get them to sign papers to cut my fucking hand off. Kind of shit that you believe that too? Don't make no fucking sense. Telling people my fucking business. And that down dang I done do with YouTube. She been saying that shit since since I was fucking teenager. But her business to fucking tell. But anyway, um, she should know all them fucking miscarriages she had. Fallopian tube, bitch. Let me shut up. Pray for me, y'all. I just almost went left with that shit. But I hope nobody's offended about this video as far as Regina. Nobody else, I don't give a fuck. You know, but long as her family, you know, don't be offended. I don't give a fuck about how Armand feel. I really don't. You know, I respect you, young man. But at the end of the day, that's just how I feel. That's just how I roll. That's my style. That's just the fuck that. You feel me? I mean, what else would have changed? What the fuck I'm saying? I'm so tired of trying to do that to people just to accommodate their feelings so they won't be fucking hurt. Like, sometimes your feelings need to be hurt to fucking straighten the fuck up. You know? Walking around and your feelings ain't never getting hurt and shit like that. You think your shit don't stink. So, no, your shit stink, bitch. So, hey, I don't know. It's an inside job. You know it. So, narrow that down. And that's just that. And see, you know, write that shit on your taxes. You gave gifts, and there's proof on your videos, so you can definitely get your tax money back from that. You know, your taxes back from gifts. I don't know how the celebrities do it, but I would put that shit on my taxes and get your motherfucking money back from that. Well, some of it, because taxes ain't what I thought it was. Because I'm like, wait a minute, hold up. I spent money on this, that. And it's like, the more I said I spent, you know, the less they was giving me. And I said, oh, hell no. So I said, you know what? I'm about to, I keep forgetting. I told you I'm a procrastinator. But my LLC, I'm about to open that account back up. So, and when I get my other car, because I'm trading this one in, then I'll put that under my business. Yeah, so you're going to give me my motherfucking money back. But, you know, when you're doing Uber, it's just to discourage you from wanting to open up your own business. Because the taxes, how you pay taxes is totally different, you know. And they giving me that. I said, no, Uber need to start, they need to start giving W-2s and paying people. Because it's not worth it when it comes to getting your money back for your vehicle and all the gas that you spend, the maintenance, all of that shit. Like, what? Nigga, I'd rather sow some shit, start selling shit, fuck your shit. So I don't even do that shit as much. I'm like, nah, I'm not doing it. Like, I just don't be chasing that money like that. I'm just chilling. I've been around a lot of wise people and they say let it come to you. Do what you do and let it come to you. So, you know what I mean? Just set yourself up for it and it'll come. So that's what I'm trying to try something different. So, yeah. And you know what? I will say this though. I get to spend more time and feel like I feel a little bit more freer than what I was. Cause I'm like, damn. So lonely by the time I get done, the fucking stores are closed that I want to eat at when I do want to eat out, like shit like that. But you know, it's like, oh, okay, well, I'm actually not working. I can, you know, so I don't be doing the Uber thing as much. Plus, I've been sewing. That's a blessing. But anyway, I send blessings your way, Regina. You're a good girl, and I hope everything is all right. And I know you're sick. Um, I would be sick. My stomach would be sick because I don't know who to trust. And imagine sitting there having sex with somebody and you're not even sure, but you have that thought in the back of your mind. That's why I said I do a fucking. I don't give a fuck how you feel, nigga. If I got the money, it's $500. I think you get 3 questions for $500 for the lie detector test, unless the price went up. You know what I'm saying? So get that shit and keep it moving. And if he don't want to understand that, then fuck him. And 9 out of 10, he probably did it. You feel me? Because he know that that's gonna be solid. You know, that it'll be more solid than your thought because you're gonna trust that more than your intuitiveness. You know, but your intuition told you right. Yeah, that's exactly what it is, and that's crazy. That's fucked up. It can whatever whatever it is, it's not good. That's all I'm saying. It's not good. Whether it's manipulation, you know, to scare you to, you know, because some guys do that, you know. Oh yeah, let's make her feel like she's in fear and she needs me. Like the fuck out of here, bitch, please. Nigga, I've been in fucking out there fucking that nigga up more than your ass. You know? Crazy. But yeah, so I'm gonna go on that. Hope everybody had a great day. I pray that everything else works out for real. Anyway, what is life without love? And that's even you gotta hug yourself, hug somebody. But it is, it is that hard. Yes. Do something nice for people you don't know. Because you're not gonna get no credit for the motherfuckers you do know. That's bullshit. You know? So don't do that. And remember, it's okay not to know something. Hurt people do hurt things. And it's so many men, look it up. It's so many men that's out here killing women, y'all. They not saying anything. But we are being hunted, ladies. And these niggas out here, they film, they becoming gay. And I ain't talking about our mind. I'm just saying in general, you know, because I'm closing out. But they are intimidated, they're jealous, and all the above, and they're hurting. You know, their mothers treat them like shit, their sisters, aunts, you know, call them ugly, probably all kinds of stuff. And they don't know what to do with their anger. Because I was just talking to my neighbor the other day, and I was saying that to her too. As you know, that's why I love talking to people because sometimes I don't realize things until after I'm talking and saying something, you know, to them. And I learned that I was a badass because I didn't know what to do with the energy, with all that hurt that I had, all that suffering and shit. I didn't know what to do with it. So it was just like, hey, you gave me a reason to whoop your ass, and that's what I did. You know, it was crazy. Being aggressive. You know, I just said that I would never want anybody to treat me this way or that way or this way. So this is how I have to be to avoid that. And guess what? It worked. You know, it worked. I'm safe. You know, I'm alive. And I'm a little, you know, I can get a little cray cray. You know me? I definitely can do that. Anybody can get crazy when they feel like they're being threatened and hurt when somebody's trying to harm them. Anybody gonna get crazy. If not, then shit, you better learn how to, goddamn it, because it's gonna go down soon. But anyway, you got to fight for everything you have. But shit, let me get on up out of here. I gotta run my bed. I'm about to. I gotta go back on my diet. Oh my god, y'all! I made some celery juice. That shit was popping. I ain't gonna say what I put in it, but I'm trying to. I'm like I'm experimenting over here. But oh my god, that shit was so good. But yeah. Anyway, I'm up out of here. Stay safe, y'all. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I'm always late. I gotta do better with that. Anyway, let me get on up out of here. Deuces.